lives. My mom did a wonderful job on my sisters and myself, and I'm hoping to be half the mom that she was. Within the next couple days, George announcing his retirement.
Call it done.
Coaching skills, he gets an F.
What was that? Don't ever slide.
Asshole.
Yeah, I'm looking for my jacket. When a girl hits on my boyfriend, I was an absolute psychopath.
I don't think you should marry anyone you don't trust 100%.
I'm really worried about what's happening.
Bridget's having a hard time facing retirement.
The truth is, for 23 years, this has been my life too. It's affecting me as well. So what do you think I should do with my time now? Well, I might have a little more time that I have Dad helping.
You should teach Harper's dance class.
No!
Harper's?
No? What do you think I should do, Harper?
Get a job, I don't know.
Maybe you can help me out with some of the website stuff. Since you're on computers all the time, you gotta go over like a big jet tape. Oh, God. Bigger! Good try. Good try. Hey there, how are you? Good, good to see you. I started a website called Obsessions of a Hockey Wife. I'm just checking up with my web designer. We're all settling down now, so I was like, it's time to get things going. Throughout Rice Career, we'd moved around so much, and I was always looking to friends for advice in the cities that they'd lived in before. So that was kind of my idea, to have a great private spot for all of the resources available to everybody as they moved around the hockey world.
What is most important is the resources that you share.
With each other. What I feel like is special about Obsessions of a Hockey Wife is that all of the recommendations on the site are from the girls that are living the same life as you are, like your group of peers. I would love to make it even easier for them. The website's been up for a couple years, but I'm launching a new social network aspect to the site.
Thank you so much, Rashish.
All right. It's kind of a big deal. It's a big deal for me. So I'm going to LA and I'm going to have a launch party. I'm a little late. That's kind of normal.
I always factor in a half hour late.
Right, so I'm actually on time. I've invited my hockey girlfriends, and I hope the feel is that just bringing the community together, which is exactly what the site is about.
Lola, it's pajama day. In the morning, on the days the kids go to school, we get up, make them breakfast. You want to stay home? You don't want to wear your pajamas at school? Playing hooky has got her into...
Oh, she's hooked. She's hooked on hooky.
Lola's a diva. Like, normal morning, this is, like, better than the morning she gets up and asks for champagne. Yeah, I know. Before school, do you want to wear mommy's shoes? She only wears black leggings, like mommy. She knows her brands, like mommy. She knows what a Gucci heel is. You know, you can't be mad when someone wants to be like you, right? Huh? You what? I love the help that George gives, helping get him dressed.
Stop. You want time out?
Making the lunches. But I want him to get back to work because the pressure's on. So I'm going to LA where I've set up a photo shoot with MP and Martine. I need new pictures for my clothing line. I love you. There's this stereotype that hockey wives don't contribute that I hate. I'm successful in my own right. This is Martine. He's beautiful, Martine. He's so sweet. This morning, I packed for LA, where I'm gonna do modeling for Tiffany's clothing line. But first, we're having the shoot for Today's Parent with me, Jonathan, and Tyler. So are you nervous about LA? You're leaving Tyler for the first time. I'm excited about the 6 hours flight because I'm gonna sleep. That makes me a bad mom. I'm going to shoot for Tiffany, and after I'm gonna go get ready for the night. We have a party. Jonathan left the practice earlier because he's playing tomorrow. That's why. So I get to leave early. Jonathan is tired. He wakes up at 8 in the morning, go to practice. Like, they're always busy.
Is he behaving?
Oh, baby. In hockey life, it's a big pressure.
He's a good boy. Sometimes.
I love baby. I know.
Ready to go?
What do you do? No. This past couple months, we don't see each other like often. So it's been hard. So today, I'm so happy he's here. Yes, I know you have like another schedule to attend to, right?
She came to the Elle magazine shoot.
Oh, yes.
She's like, how do you do it? Like, you're only there for an hour. I was like, yeah, easy.
He's trying to steal my job, huh?
Archie, you can be on this side. And then Jonathan, you'll be on this side. Nice and casual.
This is the first time modeling with Jonathan. I'm in my bedroom. It's so fun to be with him and Tyler.
Martine, right here. Take your time.
He's crying. Poor baby. I'm like so stressed. And Jonathan tried to help me and I'm like, oh my god. Like it's always, you want everything to go well, but you never know. It's like, I'm not stopping crying. I think Jonathan is a natural. He's a great dad.
It's okay, he's good, he's good. Nice, guys. Nice, these are great, guys. These are excellent.
First check for Tyler. So, I'm leaving now for LA. I'm excited about the Bridget's party. And I want to be there to support her. But it's the first time I'm going to be away without my baby. I will miss him, but I know like Jonathan's going to be there. So, I know he's in good hands.
I just got off the plane and I'm anxious because I haven't seen the venue yet for the party. I've only seen it online.
How many people are you having?
Hopefully a lot are coming. I think quite a few of the Kings girls are coming. I think some of the Ducks girls, but I'm not positive. If there are only like 10 women that show up, I guess we'll just kind of huddle in the corner.
Hey! How are you?
Ann Adams has been a really great friend and huge support. What do you think?
Awesome. Good work, Bridge. I love it. I know we're here for the website, but this is the awesome thing about your website. Like when you get traded and your husband leaves that day.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Exactly.
where did you
I know
get
this
this
is why.
thing?
And sometimes
Distance.
people forget, you know, or you kind of have to know where not to post things too.
Yeah. Who's your kids, right?
Yeah, Ray's there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's pretty good. It's just weird. I still feel like we're in that limbo phase.
Yeah, it's hard because you said, I mean, like, guys sign halfway through the year, you don't know. Like, so now you're the one traveling off, doing your thing, and he's at home with the kids.
Yeah. This is an exciting trip for me, actually. It's overwhelming. I'm not used to focusing on myself. I just want everyone to know that I feel like I'm doing this for all of them and not just, like, doing it for me.
I just landed back in LA after moving to Vegas. It's gonna be a pretty busy weekend with my photo shoot and Bridget's party. Hi, babe. Just got here, checking in, and then headed out. You doing anything with the kids tonight? Oh, that's a good idea. Have you done interviews? While I was on my plane to LA, George and his publicist decided to announce his retirement after 10 years with the NHL. He's gotten a lot of press and tweets and social media. We knew this day was coming. Everyone's saying nice stuff. Right. Anytime these guys retire, it's not easy for them because they always have the cup in the back of their minds. And when you say you're retired, there is no more dreaming of that cup. Yeah, and then maybe some job offers. You can't feel sorry for yourself and you just have to move on. All right, have fun on Twitter. Bye. I'm gonna leave for Bridget's party. Good to see you. You look good. And while I'm here, Tiffany asked me to model for her Plain Threads line and her website, which I'm pretty excited about. Let's go take a walk. Maybe buy you some pants. Look at this. Oh, wow. It definitely helps having Tiffany by my side in LA because she's an LA girl.
Out of everything in the store, that's what you're picking?
Yeah.
You need guidance.
No, I don't. I'm gonna try this on.
These are so cute.
Should I take a picture and send it to Brennan? I found my Christmas gift.
Tweeted.
Yeah.
Ben. I've been like cyber stalking George all day because he doesn't tell me anything.
Do you tell him how proud you are of him?
All the time.
Honestly, right now, emotionally, I'm trying to keep up a happier face just so my husband knows I'm supportive. But it's tough.
Everyone's like, just because you retired, has your mustache retired as well?
You think gonna shave it?
I wish. That mustache should be in the Hall of Fame.
George, he's loved because there's no reason to not love him.
But everybody's positive about it, right?
You know, you get a couple assholes that always have something to say. People just don't get it. It sucks because they're underappreciated.
The way he handles himself, I think that really changed Brennan's mind in how he's supposed to behave. They're kind of the same player.
Yeah.
They work so hard.
And you have to fight. Yeah, it sucks.
So, I think it would break my heart if Brennan had to retire before he thinks his career is over. It's probably very emotional for both of them. I know George will be just fine. He's such a smart guy. But I want to make sure that Tiffany's okay. I feel like you've been so supportive for him that now it's kind of your time to shine.
George is happy for me. George wants me to like do well. I have Louis Vuitton. George wears flip-flops. Like that's our relationship. When he wants to get laid, he puts on the Gucci shoes I bought him. It's true. It's like the only time he doesn't wear flip-flops.
These girls just kept coming over and flirting with Jason
In front of you?
Yeah.
I love it when they're like, sign my shirt right here. How is everything going with you guys?
They see things when there's none.
I'm like, serious.
Human.
Dustin! We have to go.
You want my basketball?
You guys are gonna stay here with Danny? You are not in charge. So the big project in our life right now is building a new house, which is a full-time job in itself. Every day it feels like there's a new problem with the house and 100 more decisions that we have to make. This wall is driving me crazy. I can't even focus on you. We are not doing our own job.
I've got, this is where it's
He says it's bulletproof. I need a sample and I want to spend a few days with it. I'll be the judge. I can't imagine finding out that Dustin's been traded and having to figure out what to do with the house, the kids, school. That looks so huge. We need like a few more kids to fill this space, which is not happening. But we're lucky. Dustin's never been traded and he's got 8 years left on his most current contract. So we're building a beautiful home. I think it's what people would expect for our family, and it's our forever home, hopefully. Who's gonna be the first one to jump off of this roof into the pool?
your husband.
Dustin! My husband does not have a handy bone in his body. He plays hockey, and that is what he does. He is gonna kill me with a stupid marrying. Dustin's very concerned about the speakers and the TVs and the sound system. Our house is gonna be overwired. Heaven forbid we get into this new house and his Xbox is not blaring over the entire basement. I could care less about all of that stuff as long as I have my washers and dryers. Looking at washer and dryers, I want like the biggest capacity. In the new house, I will have 3 washers and 3 dryers, 2 in our actual laundry room, and 1 set in the garage for all of the boys' smelly sports gear. I don't think that like overly extravagant. Matt's gonna have it done for me earlier than they promised. They promised me the night that we won the Stanley Cup. I don't remember a lot, but I do remember that.
It's Puck's last day as anger management. Are you gonna be sad when you leave? Today is the last day of Anger Management, a sitcom with Charlie Sheen, and I'm proud to say that I was in every single episode. Lisa?
Yes?
Did you finish setting up your shrine to me?
Well, I'm missing a few things.
What do you need?
my bra and panties from today. I was actually wondering if I could sell them on eBay because I'm going to be unemployed in a minute. So am I. My pregnancy and the way it all timed out, it's a good time for me to take a break and have a baby. But I'm also sad to leave all my friends that I've been working with for so long behind. Are you going to miss me?
No way.
Let's.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
What is it?
Where you're going to?
I don't even. What does members only even mean?
Your management 100 episode. Then you're part of a club.
But why are they gonna be a man size?
Because you're pregnant.
Such a dick. Have you ever shot 100 episodes of anything, Derek?
No. Have you? I don't think most people have. I never even thought we'd make it. But we did.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's not gonna hit us now, but it'll hit us like in 2 weeks.
I'm so sad. I don't know why.
It's sad. You know, it's over. On this particular show, it's so hard for me to say goodbye because I really love the people so much. Hi, gals. I've worked with these women for 2.5 years, and they've been making me look good, and I care about them. Thank you so much for everything. And you make me look so pretty. I feel lucky, you know? I'm living out my dreams. I think I'm just really blessed.
3, 2, 1.
Timing worked out really well for Bridget's party. I was able to kind of get away from Iowa. John and I have a home here in Southern California.
They just hop right on. Look at the big dogs. They like the water. Woohoo!
While I'm back for the weekend, my photography mentor asked if I wanted to help her out with a really cool shoot.
So cool. Thank you for right up your alley.
Yeah, this is perfect. In the hockey world, you really have to make your own career for yourself that's very portable.
Hilarious.
And I've always had, experience with cameras and taking pictures.
It's just so cool seeing dogs surfing.
So I'm really so excited for Bridget's party. She asked if I could help her out as an event photographer. I like working with pets more than people because most of the time they're way easier to work with because I'm kind of a little bit socially awkward.
Bring Teddy and Freddie next time.
I know, I gotta teach him how to surf.
How's your new place? It's good. Yeah, it's really pretty. Turned out okay. How is everything going with you guys?
Back in the trail, Tiffany and I talked about Brandon a lot. And sometimes the truth hurts.
You guys aren't married yet? You need to be thinking about you, not you and Brendan. Yeah.
The night before I left, Brandon and I had a funny argument.
It's so stupid.
My jealousy makes us fight a lot. Because I see things when there's none. And I'm like looking at his phone. I'm very nosy. Very nosy.
It's just that I'm like furious, fuming. I want to rip his head off. Right. You just have to relax and enjoy each other. You don't want to look back and be like, it could have been so much more fun having, done little fights.
Yeah. I thought about couples therapy, but there's no way Brandon's ever going to agree on doing it. Brandon hates talking about his feelings.
You gotta stop always wanting to talk about everything, though. Don't be like this. How do you feel? How do you feel? What's going on? Have a good, naked selfie of him, a good one, on hand at all times so you don't get mad at them. I have George as my screensaver, and every time he's, being an idiot, I'm like, okay, all right. Well, yeah. Oh, to remind you why you love him. Yeah. George has talked about something serious maybe twice in 10 years of being with him. Even, with the retirement, how do you feel? He's like, stop asking me questions. I'm like, okay. So that's right.
He never said anything.
He just doesn't want to talk about it.
I think she's happy with George. They have 2 beautiful kids.
Your ring is so gorgeous. Thanks.
And that's what eventually I would like to build with Brandon. But for now, I can't force Brandon to make a move because I feel like everybody else wants us to do it.
How do you think the fights go away just because you're married? You're wrong. I show Ryan my picture in Playboy so he remembers how much he misses me.
At parties like this, there's always a show.
What the is that?
So I just flew down to LA for Bridget's party. Bridget's definitely one of my best hockey friends that I've met over the years, so I'm excited to be here and support her because I know how hard she's worked on her website.
Hey, pal. How's it going?
You're going to miss you.
You're going to miss me? Daddy's there?
Yes, he is here.
It's nice to see the boys on FaceTime.
Hey, Dad.
Jason got injured, so they let him go home. It's definitely our luck where we end up switching places.
Is he so happy to have you home?
It's been a while since I've been away from them, but they're having fun. It's good for them.
What's the reason for a music party?
Yeah, for the launch of the social media aspect of her website. Yeah.
And it's definitely good for me to spend time with the girlfriends.
Ethan, can you give me a kiss? Bye. Love you guys. Send me pictures. Okay.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Jenny and I are going to meet up with Nicole at the Pancake House in Manhattan Beach.
How are you? Good. How are you?
And we just kind of get caught up with her.
I am so excited to eat her again. It has been so long.
Can I get the cakes and eggs? And can I get a slice of bacon? And water and orange juice?
And coffee. Do you have chocolate milk?
I think I'll just have a water, please. Codette and I have been friends since her husband Jason played in LA. She's smart and funny, and she can throw things back at me just as fast as I can throw them at her.
4 drinks. It's fine, you guys.
All right, let me take a picture of you taking a vitamin.
Look at my face. So when was the last time you and Jason got to go out together?
Stampede. Like we went out one night with some friends. We were all sitting there hanging out, and then these girls just kept coming over and flirting with Jason, and it was so funny.
In front of you?
Yeah. I just sat back and laughed. I'm happy someone's flirting.
Some girls like the wedding ring. I think more people talk to Ben now that he has a wedding ring, and I've heard that from so many other girls that they see it as a challenge, maybe. I love it when they're like, sign my shirt right here, or sign my jersey. I'm like, sure.
I'm sure there's rumors out there about hockey players about cheating. I've read stuff about Dustin, but I know fact from fiction. Until he gives me a reason not to trust him, I'll trust him.
I was making fun of Dustin the other day because he gets this box in the mail, and it's this custom-made PlayStation that has a screen attached to it. And I'm like, this is how I know that my husband does not cheat on me on the road, because he spends God knows how much money to buy a custom PlayStation to sit in the hotel rooms to play PlayStation.
I don't think you have to worry about that. It's nice to sit down with Nicole and Jenny. I mean, I never would have met any of these girls without hockey. Just the best support system. It's just kind of fun just to let loose with your friends that you don't get to see very often.
That's awesome. Anytime I have a pretty girl in town, I'm going to find a way to get them behind the camera and in my clothes. So I'm taking new pictures for my website, and they just need to be perfect. Love that.
I'm a little nervous about shooting for Tiffany because she's tough and she knows what she wants.
Yeah.
You do this for a living, or?
She's just on the cover of Elle Canada. I'm looking forward to using MP for my photo shoot. She's very popular in Quebec, and I want to expand my line in the Canadian market. I'm switching from wholesale to online retail, so these images have to let people understand my style. Perfect. I want you and Martine to shoot together too, because you're gonna help me. And don't worry about it.
Have you seen her? So I'm way far from being the typical model, like Maxine model.
She's an Amazon.
I'm more like a, what was the little, the gremlin. I'm more like a gremlin type of model.
Hello.
Martine and I have known each other for a while. We were two of the girls on the Quebec version of Deal or No Deal, which was probably one of the most watched TV show in the history of Quebec.
I can't believe how. Yeah, you look great.
Gorgeous you look.
Martine and MP were talking in French, and I took immersion for 5 months. So either they were talking about their dogs, or they were talking about humping their dogs. I'm not quite sure. I'm lucky to have girls like that don't mind getting behind the camera and helping me out. The lighting's great. We've always hustled to make money, so You know, nothing's changed there except for their checks coming in. So obviously there's more pressure now that George has retired. Do you miss your baby already?
Yeah, but
It's nice to be.
it's nice to be with friends, like doing something else than just changing diaper.
My success has come from me figuring out what I'm good at and sticking with it instead of letting other people tell me what I should be good at.
Girlfriends get kicked out of the wife room?
I'm nervous about the party.
What if they treat me differently because we're not married?
Last night I told Ryan and screamed at him for so long because I have to move from my city and I have to pack. It's like a hormonal rage. I'm sorry. I know.
I'm very organized. I will get you, whip you into shape.
I know, that's why I invited you over. Tonight is one of my last nights in LA before I move up to Vancouver for a couple months. My two very practical friends agreed to come over and help me pack my clothes. What do you think about high heels? Should I take all my high heels?
One or two pairs?
One or two pairs. Okay, which pair? She refuses to answer what she's gonna do.
I know. What are you going to be doing when you're there?
That's the thing. What am I going to be doing? Not knowing how to pack up my home and my clothes and what to bring really symbolizes to me a lot of the uncertainties that I'm going to face as soon as I get to Vancouver.
Okay, has anyone looked at the weather? I don't
Yes, it's rainy and cold.
right now.
It's more like vest kind of sits down. I do have a fur vest. Like, do I get to take my fur vest? I have 3. Should I take all? If I brought everything I wanted to take with me, I would probably have 10 suitcases.
We got to pick a direction. You can't take all 3.
What?
It's too much.
Oh my god, this is so stressful. My friends are total bitches. Yeah. Nope. Leave it. Leave it? They won't let me bring anything that I want to Canada. These are amazing maternity leggings.
Yes.
No one can separate me from them. I'm gonna call Ryan. Okay. He's gonna be so proud of me. I FaceTimed Ryan to show him the progress I'm making with my packing. Hey, honey. Look at my progress. Isn't that good? This is the thing. They're like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do up there? And I'm like, I don't know. What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna play some hockey.
I want to show you my magazine. You're gonna love this. I show Ryan my picture in Playboy so he remembers how much he misses me. You like it? Nice, right? I know.
What is?
I know. I'm excited. I'm nervous, you know, to go away to Canada for the next 6 months, but I'm really excited to see my husband. All right, bye, honey. Love you. Bye.
MP?
Hi. Nice to meet you. Hi.
MP doesn't know any of the other wives, so I wanted to set up at least drinks before the party.
Okay, so I saw online that George announced his retirement.
Oh, yeah.
That's exciting, because that's a big thing.
George just announced his retirement, and the fact that she came and he announced it that day felt odd to me because I felt like I would want to be with Ray.
I'm happy for him. I think for any athlete, you know, you could be retiring when you're 40 and have the most incredible career, and you're still sad when it ends.
George is a well-respected guy. I know Jason loves him.
Brennan hated him, but you bitch. You like being hurt too. I love you. Are you nervous for tomorrow?
I don't know. Hopefully it'll be all right.
It's gonna be fun.
I gotta deliver a little bit of a speech. I might rap.
I like it. That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
Do you have people coming?
Well, Christina and then some, like the LA girls, and then Nicole's coming.
I'm overwhelmed that a lot of people have come. My friends have traveled to get here.
That speaks volumes about your character, that your friends come from so far.
I couldn't even get people to our wedding. Bridget is the most wonderful type of hockey wife. You know, she has no ego. She's so sweet to everyone.
That's cool that you guys are close. But you know what? In New York, there are some rooms. Girlfriends get kicked out of the wives' room all the time. When Brendan played for New York, I got pushed aside. I felt like I didn't really deserve to be there because we were not engaged. Some of them were nice, but then others, they would just not acknowledge me.
It's like
at all.
territorial.
Oh, you're not married.
I'll just go take a walk.
I'm kidding. We're so not like that.
But I think that girlfriends and wives, I mean, to me, there's absolutely no difference.
We were all girlfriends at some point, so it's like, well, what makes you better than anyone else?
I remember at 19 being the new kid in the room and feeling insecure. It makes me mad that girls aren't welcoming because I always feel like it's my job to walk in and say, hey, I'm Bridget, and who are you? I remember some of the wives being really welcoming. I loved how they made me feel, and I always felt like I wanted to make sure that I made other people feel that way. So the website is just kind of my way of doing that. I try and just introduce people because it's awkward.
Yeah. I'm nervous about the party. What if they treat me differently because we're not married? I have anxiety. But I just want to get drunk and chain smoke. It'll be fun. Snap soon.
First year I was in Toronto.
If I can get her.
Our husbands have punched each other in the head several times. I mean, you can't really go around ripping each other's hair out just because her husband tried to fight your husband for no reason.
Tonight's the night. Quite a few of my friends are actually flying in for the party, and yeah, I'm nervous. I don't know who knows who or doesn't get along. I do hope that enough girls show up.
If Bridget had a party and 4 people showed up, I would be one of the 4. She would be there for all those girls.
Hello! I like your talk. Noreen, I've heard so much about her.
Hey, Noreen, hold it. That's what you're wearing? Hi, I'm Noreen. Hi, I'm Megan. I saw you.
She's wearing see-through lace pants. I'm like, dude, who are you?
Oh my god, you guys, Toronto's meeting Vancouver right now.
They are?
Of course, it's Saturday night, so the talk turns to hockey pretty quickly.
Who's the goalie for Toronto?
I don't know.
It's Martins. Jonathan Bryant.
It's always awkward, you know, when you're around a wife and you know your husbands have had a physical altercation.
At parties like this, there's always a show.
You know, you worry a little bit about the dynamics of people because not everybody gets along. So I'm hoping that all just goes well.
Hello?
Do you say congratulations on our retirement?
MP's asking etiquette questions right now. Do you say congratulations on your retirement? Say whatever you want. Retirement.
I think it's probably very tough for Tiffany because George just retired. I hope that Tiffany can have a good time.
Hey, I'm good. I just got your message. Thank you.
I was gonna some champagne after, but I was ready to fly.
Thank you for the thought.
I'll call me when you guys have a break.
All right, thanks, babe. Thanks for the message. Okay, love you. Bye.
Hey! Who are you?
We've done a good job.
That's so good. Who are you? Good.
This party isn't about me. It's just really about the community and supporting one another.
Nice to meet you, friendly.
I feel like I'm in this middle ground. I'm ending one era of things, but I also feel like I'm starting another one. So I kind of feel like the party's kind of holding it together, maybe for me. Want to make? I'm Bridget.
I haven't seen you forever. Like 15 years.
Well, I think way more than that. Christine was the GM in San Jose, so he drafted Ring. When I heard that you might be coming, I'm like, oh my god, that is like feels full circle. Very tired. Is it
Good night. Let's go over this room.
Hey, look at your smoking hot pants and your butt.
This feels pregnant.
Do you freak out when people like touch
No,
your stomach?
only when guys do it.
Have you met Bridget? No. She's amazing. So she started this website. Are you on it? Obsessions of a Hockey Wife? Okay. So it's like the best resource. It helps everyone.
For the party, I'm just in a different space. Now there's like that retirement elephant in the room.
Did I see on the website that George announced his retirement today? Yesterday.
I'm sure it's not fun for her to have to be George's spokesperson on what he's going to do next. I mean, he just retired. Everyone's going to have to go through their husband's retirement at some point or the other.
And he has so many other opportunities. Yeah, we're going to be good. You're not worried about it. Yeah.
NHL wives and how well established some of their husbands are. Their husbands make 6, 8, 10 times more than my husband makes. You know, I'm this nobody that's, you know, married to a guy that they probably have never heard of. It scares me a bit. But when I have a camera in my hand, it's like a sense of confidence that I get when I have this role as a photographer.
You're shooting,
Yes.
Oh, she's like, she shoots animals. You hunt. Oh. What the is that? What is that?
whoa.
Did you see that ring? It's a skating ring.
In Hockey life, there's a big pressure, I think, to get married. And some people, they think, even with Marie-Pierre, like, they always think, like, if you're not engaged and not married and you don't have a ring on your finger, it's like a big deal.
That's beautiful.
They talk about it so much.
No, not engaged, nothing.
I do feel pressure, or I just feel weird. Like, am I not normal?
You've got anxiety. I just want to sit down in a corner, get drunk, and chain smoke. It'll be fun. I'm gonna snap soon.
I think MP's uncomfortable anytime she is outside of Quebec because she knows that she loses her status.
It seems like there's two sets of girls. There's the wives and girlfriends that have been independent and lived their own lives prior to getting into this hockey world. And then there's the ones that have only known this hockey lifestyle.
I love Bridget's site because we spend so much of our lives supporting our husbands. It's nice for the girls to have something that is their own.
How was the game? What's the score?
I didn't make it there until after the first period.
Who won?
Not us.
Oh.
Can't win them all.
Okay, I don't feel that famous to stand the cup.
It's really easy to forge friendships with other hockey wives just because of that common thread that we all have.
We all signed up for it. We knew what it was about. We've been doing this for like 32 years.
For a long time.
In a few years, I'll be ready for him to get off the schedule.
We've already started like our bucket list for when he retires. Dustin, he's gonna be 38 years old, and he's never gonna have to work if he doesn't want to.
You can tell a person that hasn't really gone through the ringer yet. You know, there's injury, trades, but they don't realize it's coming. It's gonna get you at some point. That's the nature of the beast.
It's like, I don't know what we would do. Like, if Dustin gets traded, like, I don't know. It used to be so easy before they were.
Sometimes the wives, they've been in the bubble so long they don't know how lucky they are.
Hockey kind of brings us together, but it's our friendships that remain.
I just can't imagine having been on this hockey train without them, because I'm afraid that I'm gonna lose that with them.
Okay. We were talking about it earlier and how people always say, like, I don't know how you're a goalie's wife, it's so stressful, but I'm like, but I was like, I'd rather know that he's not getting hit, like, but they don't fight, they can't get hit in the face. Usually, yeah.
I'm having a party. I'm with Noreen. Tonight, Jonathan was playing against Ryan Miller.
First year I was in Toronto, they fight together.
Ryan's only fought one other goalie in his entire career. It was Jonathan Bernier.
And I was like, what is
He's like
on?
6'5",
He never fights anybody. He's just the chillest guy.
He's 6, like, what? 6'3". Jonathan is 6, like, he's my height. And I'm like, no. You know, despite the fact that our husbands have punched each other in the head several times, we both managed to be very cordial. I mean, you can't really go around ripping each other's hair out just because her husband tried to fight your husband for no reason.
All right, guys. So I just want to say thank you, Bridget, for all your hard work. We're all so grateful. I mean, it's just amazing what you've done. You've done this for 23 years, and now you're making it easy for the rest of us. Like, thank you so much. I love you. Please stand for the national anthem.
I typically don't have a problem standing up and talking in front of people. I'm waiting to have eye contact with some of my people, so I'm not so nervous. This just feels different. I'm not sure why. Maybe because it's kind of my baby.
I see how nervous Bridget is, and so I just want her to know that everyone's there to support her So I'm thrilled to announce the new social network to the Obsessions of a Hockey Wife website. So with the new aspect of the site, I think it will just make it even easier for us to connect with one another, and we'll be able to create personal profiles and form your own groups if you want. Like if you want to form your team from 2006, when you won the cup, then you can form that group. My favorite part actually is going to be the forums. The forums can be talking about your charities or your fundraisers, NHL alumni or coaches' wives, shopping. I feel like I've always gone to my hockey girls. Everybody's been there for the highs and the lows, and all these friends that I've made, I can't imagine my life without. And I'm always shocked to hear when people don't have that same experience. It kind of floors me. Hockey kind of brings us together, but it's our friendships that remain. It doesn't matter if your husband has retired.
It feels like a family, and I feel like it's not going to change just because George isn't playing anymore. And I always tell anyone that feels sorry for us, we're grateful for the 10 years we had.
Let's just host this wonderful community. I love you guys, so thank you. Cheers! Thank you. I'm so lucky. I have some amazing friends. I just can't imagine having been on this hockey journey without them. And I think, like, having Ray retire, if that's what he does, but I guess I'm, like afraid that I'm going to lose that with them.
I don't know where I'd be without you, though. Like, I literally don't know.
I'm like, okay, it's not going to be over. I'll still be a part of it, and it's an awesome family to be a part of. I hope they know how much it meant to me.
Next time on Hockey Wives.
I'm like, hey, you guys get to drink before game day. This is the first time George has actually put skates on in 6 months.
Watch when you're gonna fall.
Now that Jason is all worried about me on skates.
Ride it slow.
When Jonathan lose, like last night, he was mad about it, and I'm like, oh my god.
Brandon is extremely scared of commitment.
I don't want to marry me.